Good morning. My name is Joanne. I'm 47 years old. At 5 years old was the last time I was in Haiti. I have lived in US all my life. I was forced to be living back in Haiti due to deportation. My life here is not stable, is uncivilized. I'm seeking the community's support and help to relocate to a better place where I can find work, housing, and the basics of life. Anyone that can help me, it would be gladly appreciated. Since being in Haiti, I've suffered from depression and PTSD. I was raped on the first week I got here. There's no security, there's no law, there's no police, there's no government that can help me to be safe. My only way out is if I leave. So please, if anyone out there is hearing this, help me to relocate. Thank you.
Here in Cap Haitian, the news of TPS ending and the hundreds of thousands of people returning back here spread very quickly. It seems to be the only thing people have been talking about. You are looking at the market area of downtown Cap Haitian from
into the country that they came from. They take their ways and they come over here to the United States of America. They go to Italy, they go to London, they go to Rome, they go all these places that allow for them to come in there, or if they decide to sneak in there illegally, and then they turn it into their home. That is crazy, bro. It's insane. And they don't assimilate. They're not trying to be like us. They are trying to turn this place into what they know, because they're not even trying to learn the language. They're not trying to evolve. They're not trying to do none of that. It's insane, man.
This afternoon, the streets are packed with people trying to shop and go about their day. Already moving through traffic was very difficult. The roads at times heavily congested. The people who live here say they've seen the population sharply increase because of people escaping gang violence in Port-au-Prince. Now, the thought of even more people coming here has one Haitian man very worried.
We gotta deal with that gang situation and, humanitarian situation. All those people need food and stuff like that. We don't have that. We don't have health care, all of that. And we're gonna receive all those people.
So they don't even want their own people over there, and they expecting for us to want they people over here. They don't even want them in another city that's over there. And we supposed to be like, oh yeah, we love it over here.
Girl, this the kitchen right here where people cook. You probably can't see it good. It's the kitchen, girl. And girl, let me show you the bathroom. This is where you take a shower at. And let me show you where you use the bathroom at. You see that hole? Okay. Now, this where this young lady and her son, she pregnant. She let me stay until I can get out of here or get on my feet. Look. Girl, look. This her son. We all sleep on one bed. Life is hard up here, girl. This shit is crazy.
I think what hurt the most is because if someone rejects you, okay, fine, let me go back home. But I cannot go back home. That's what hurts, because that, okay, it's not that it's the dream. I'm not living the dream here.
So it's us immigrants trying to survive. And whenever you're trying to survive, for me, it's not a dream. So it's not a dream. America for us, it's not a dream. It's just most like a jungle. I'm sorry, but we're trying to survive every single day. So
hi everyone, I hope everyone is doing well, and if you're not doing well, I hope it's going to be well. So imagine leaving the United States, imagining that transition is going to be difficult, just to find out that the reality is even tougher than you thought. This is the experience of some Haitians immigrants who have already arrived in Haiti, and they're saying that they're facing a really difficult life, because for some it's the first time that they have arrived in Haiti, and for others they have even just heard of Haiti from their family members, or it's their first time completely to be in Haiti. So starting your life and you're building your life in a country that already has some instabilities, and you're starting from scratch your whole life, you don't have a job, the jobs are not many, and like there is so much difficulties, insecurity in economic and maybe in politics, so it's really hard for so many. Some of them have shared the experiences and have said how they are adjusting, or how even they're seeing life in Haiti. And I want us to make sure to tell you that this video is for education purposes or academic purposes, and this video is not made to mock anyone. We want just to create awareness, even to hear from people who are just already deported in Haiti. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so that you never miss one of our videos. And so I hope everyone is going to stay tuned until we finish the video, but also we're going to first see the video so that we can come back and comment on them. But again, as we know here, we are respectful, so if you don't agree with whatever you're going to see, I hope you're going to still remain respectful in the comments, and let's get right into the video.
This lady got deported back to Haiti after living in the United States for 42 years. And this is what her living conditions look like.
Girl, this the kitchen right here where people cook. You probably can't see it good. This the kitchen, girl. And girl, let me show you the bathroom. This is where you take a shower at. And let me show you where you use the bathroom at. You see that hole? Okay. Nah, this where this young lady and her son, she pregnant. She let me stay until I can get out of here and get on my feet.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I kind of feel bad for her, but I know what y'all thinking, like, okay, well, she didn't do what she needed to do to get her citizenship, blah, blah, blah. But if she been living here since she was 5 years old, she probably had no idea that she was supposed to do anything as far as becoming an actual citizen. I mean, that's a hell of a wake-up call, but I feel like this should also be a wake-up call to anybody who's actually from Haiti or anywhere in the Caribbean or anywhere around the world that looks similar to that, or where there's a good portion of their society that has to live that way. I feel like this should be a wake-up call for them, because this should show you that your people and your country of origin really needs help. It really needs some type of stability. Like she said, it's completely lawless out there. Like she said, she got raped her first week back. She said that there's like no government. People just run rampant. It's like hard to find food. Like there's no jobs. Like this should be a wake up call for people who are actually from Haiti, like, or any country that looks like that, because y'all flee, y'all go here, there, and everywhere, but then you leave behind your country of origin. And I understand, like, and it's like, it's funny to me, because it's not funny, but it's like, it's interesting to me, because one of the jabs that they throw at Black America is, well, at least I have a home to go back to. But most of the people who say that, home looks just like what she showed us. So, I mean, that's not even a home that you even want to go back to. And I'm not saying that to be a bitch, but what I am saying is that it's going to take a lot of like strategic planning in order to get that country back on its feet, or to get it to be basically habitable at all. They need to flatten out everything there needs to just be flattened out, and they need to start from scratch. I don't even know if they're even going to be able to rebuild Haiti without some sort of foreign intervention or some sort of foreign alliance. Like that, y'all, at this point, Haitians are gonna have to form an alliance with another nation in order to fix that. They don't have the manpower to fix that. Otherwise, it's basically gonna turn into a no man's land, because everybody's trying to leave. And Haiti has the potential.
Was a shock, okay? Here I am coming to a country that I know no one. I had family members that still left in Haiti, yet I had never met them, didn't know how they looked. I grew up in Houston, Texas. So Houston is my home. That's what I considered home. The day I got here, I didn't even know how or where I was going, okay? I ended up getting in contact with my biological mother. I never met my biological mother, y'all. Wow. So at the age of 36, I was finally meeting the person who had me for the first time. And this was through her bearing a sign with my name. And that's how I knew. And it was difficult, too, because when you deported into this country, they take you through so many changes. So I ended up being one of the last ones picked up. So I had broke down, y'all. I was emotionally disconnected anyways on the plane. I knew exactly when we hit Haiti territories because the smell was different. It just felt different. And it could have been me consciously knowing that I was not wanting to come face to face with my fears, okay? So once I get there, I'm waiting all day, y'all. I called home to my sister in the States, and I'm breaking down, literally letting her know, look, nobody's here to pick me up. Y'all, I just really blacked out emotionally, mentally, in every way. I just couldn't understand that. And most of all that day, if going to prison, when I went to prison, I thought I was mad with God, but no. I felt so abandoned by God that day. I felt so alone. I felt like I was in a country full of people, yet I had nobody. I was there by myself. So when I call home, they're calling back to Haiti, asking for somebody to pick me up because they wouldn't release me unless someone signed for me. Now, everybody's gone. Even the officers there are concerned about me because they can see that I don't know nothing and I'm not familiar with the country. Make a long story short, I finally run into my biological mother. And y'all, the ride home, it was like everyone was pretty happy to see me because I found out I had 2 brothers, a sister, and I was not happy. I was like sleep emotionally, mentally. I was so disconnected, you know. I really fell into a whole depression stage where I didn't even understand myself, okay? It took me a few days. The ride home was such a blur. I remember like on the way coming out of the airport, it was a pile of trash. People sleep on the trash, y'all. I just couldn't believe it, you know. My heart broke for what I was seeing. Now, remind you, this is my first day, y'all, being free after 13 years, which, you know, that's a long time. Even if I would have went home to the States, wherever I would have went, it would have been a transition. But now I felt like I was on a whole nother planet. This was stuff I was not even used to before my incarceration. I had not seen this. So the ride home, I remember seeing like the street, the crowdedness, there's so many people, y'all. I just really like closed my eyes and I blacked out. I mean, for days, y'all, I was depressed. I didn't want to eat. I remember crying so much. I cried and I cried. And then I'm like, okay, so are you going to keep crying? One day I just woke up. I'm like, are you going to keep crying? Or are you going to be a big girl and you're going to deal with this like you've dealt with everything else you face? Which is what brought me to wanting to share my life in Haiti with people. Because, y'all, I really never thought that life could get like this. Because here I was taking so much for granted. I always felt like, you know, life is life, you know. I made reckless decisions. I didn't think about my future. I didn't think how much effect that my behaviors actually had on me. And then now here I sit, it was like a whole pile dropped on me.
Bam!
It was my past. It was everything I've ever done. It was all the bad decisions I made. It was the changes. It was this and that. And I want to say, making this video, I really want to credit it to my time in TEC. Because had I not went to TDC and spent so many years deprived and being under the control of others and knowing how to live and with bare necessities in the States, how I grew up and my experience in prison, y'all, I don't know if I would be making this video today. I don't know if my days would go as they're going today. Like, I made after those few days, I woke up, I'm like, look, I have to have a different perspective about this. I got to start thinking different. I refuse to lose because everything attached to me win. As upset as I was with God, I knew He didn't bring me this far to leave me. So now I had to utilize my tools. I had to use my brains. I had to, lean on Him more than my own understanding, because my own understanding, I was not getting anywhere. So today, that's why I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a YouTube. On my station, I'm not going to always talk, y'all. I just want people to get really familiar with me, get to know me a little bit as you follow me. Some days I may get in front of this camera and speak on something, how days going, show y'all something. But my station is going to mainly be about showing you about the bad, the ugly, and the good of my country. Today, I haven't been in Haiti over 6 months. I can honestly say, as hurt and depressed I was for coming to Haiti, and I still battle, okay, but I'm proud to say that I'm Haitian. And I would like to have the whole world see every part of Haiti, and hopefully we can get people who are into nonprofit organizations, into helping, and to come out to Haiti to really help. You got many people out here that want to help Haiti, but the money is really going into their own pocket. They're not really helping people, okay? So I really, really want, it's my desire, y'all, to help. And mainly it's to help with children to go to school. Y'all, living with my mom is like, I witnessed so much, okay? My second day, I needed to use the restroom. It just dawned on me I had no restroom. I had to go outside, y'all, and use the restroom. So degrading, okay? In addition to going outside to use the restroom, if I needed to do a number 2, I also had to go outside. People had no toilet paper. Then when I saw the kitchen area, there was no kitchen. It was putting pots on rocks. It was then a few days into me being there, it rained. It was a mess that day, okay? Everybody was up 1:30 in the morning running around. Why? Because the roof leaked. So now you gotta spare what you have, and it's even hard to even lay where you land because the water is dripping on you. And I'm like, okay, God, I get this. I get it, okay? Use me for something bigger than myself. Use me to help others, okay? And this is what I want to do. Anyways, I hope that y'all like, share, and subscribe to my station. Please support me. If you have any questions, like always, I'm going to post on every video. If you got questions, whatever you want to ask me, whatever you want to know about Haiti, if you curious, if it's anything, even if you want to ask me about the trees around me, whatever you want to ask, please feel comfortable. Build a relationship with me as much as I want to build a relationship with y'all. And let's see together what kind of changes we can make. Thank y'all.
And support the sister, man. Really support her. Because she's down there in Haiti. She out here in the struggle. And Haiti's a different world, man. It's different, like she said. That's why I couldn't even say nothing in there. She covered everything. Haiti is definitely a different world.
Different.
It's a different world. And let them know your channel. Let them know the channel.
Oh, okay.
Life
in Haiti.
And it's all together, you said?
Life in Haiti. No space. Just Life in Haiti. So please like, share, subscribe. Support your girl, man. Support me, okay? All right.
All right, peace out from, what's this area called in Haiti? Where we at?
We're in Thomasin.
So it's like outside of the capital. It's a nice area. It's a nice area.
It's the decent area because you don't want to live anywhere in Haiti because they do protests at any given day, and that gets dangerous. You know, even little kids seems to have a big old rock they protesting too. So you always want to live kind of like on the countryside of Haiti, not too much in the city, because the city is where all the violence, gangs, kidnappings, so much is going on.
Port-au-Prince.
Port-au-Prince, that if you want to live, that's not the best place for you to live. So, thank y'all.
And peace out from Haiti. More videos to come.
After watching many of these videos and after even understanding and hearing from them, I can understand how overwhelming and how difficult it can be to build your life again from a country that is already facing some economic issues and security issues. It can be overwhelming because most especially them, they have spent their lives in the United States, so you cannot even imagine how they're going to do it. But again, immigration laws, they have to be enforced by every country. Like we have already, like all of us, we have looked up about the side of like human, you know, like, because behind every headline that you see on social media, there are people who are really facing, you know, that life and that circumstances, and have, you know, to pass through what for you might see as news, but for them they are living it right now. So I feel like it can be overwhelming for people who have spent their lives, you know, in a smooth way, in a developed country, in, you know, in a country that had, you know, everything that, you know, maybe in an easy way compared to Haiti. So I can understand how frustrating it is. So most of them, even they didn't even imagine of how, you know, tough it was going to be. They maybe could think it was going to be tough, or just, you know, the reality hit them harder. Like it was really tough than they imagined. And as I'm coming to the end of this video, I hope you have gained one or two things, and if this video have been informative to you in one way or another, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you never miss one of our videos. And as I'm coming to an end, you know, deportation is real, and even its consequences, you know, they're real. But again, I feel like Haitians, they're going to rebuild their country. They're going, you know, to start from scratch, but they're going to adapt eventually, because that's life, you know, that's what life demands us, to adapt in every circumstance. So I hope I'm going to see you, everyone. Thanks to everyone who have, you know, sticked around for a while so that you can discuss and see these videos. And to everyone who watched this video until the end, thank you so much. I hope I'm going to see you in the next video. Have a good one.